After spending 2 weeks doing absolutely nothing and marathoning all of RNG's public uploads from the past year and a half, I find myself here, making this video because I want to get it done and out of my subconscious forever so I can return to hibernating for about 2 more weeks. Either way, this is a creator review, so I should probably start it properly and not with a reason as to why this video even exists. Welcome to Creator Review, the series that should probably have a meaner judge. This episode's creator is creator Cloud. This guy made a bunch of relatively crappy early levels, and I have no idea why this was a person 13-year-old me from a year ago decided would be a good candidate for the series. But his name looks nice, and it would fit nicely next to my other CRs I've done, so I guess I'll do it. Let's just get started. Flappy Hexagon is fine. The gameplay is subpar because it's Flappy Bird and all those levels have boring and uninteresting gameplay. The deco is actually pretty good for its time. It's also really the only stat this level has that is above average. I'll honestly give it a 7, I like it a lot. It looks clean and overall solid for 1.8. Sync's a 1, it doesn't even try besides like maybe when the background changes color, but even that. Originality is a 0, need I say more. Final score, 12 out of 30. Simple Cloud is a fine level. All of its stats fall towards the middle, really. Gameplay's a 5, it's fine. It has no problems, but it's more than acceptable and pretty fun. Deco's a 6, I have no idea why, but this simplistic 1.7-esque style Cloud uses in his older levels is a style I really like a lot for whatever reason. Sync's a 5, I don't even care. Polargeist has great sync and it's translated to this perfectly. Originality's a 2 since it's very obviously a Polargeist clone. Final score, 18 out of 30. Funky Dryout is also a fine level. The stats are all the same except for the sync, which falls down to a 4. Final score, 17 out of 30. Purity of Time is Cloud's first 1.9 level, and it definitely shows. The stats for this one are pretty much all worse than the previous levels. The gameplay's a 6, it's just more fun, which is also one of only 2 stats that increased its score. Deco's a 5 on the other hand, it very clearly shows Cloud wasn't accustomed to 1.9 and its deco possibilities. And it mostly shows in the colors because my god do they clash in some parts. The sync is fine, 3. Originality I'll give a 3 as well. Final score, 17 out of 30 again. Colorful Dash is basically the same as Purity of Time, except slightly worse. Sync and originality remain the same, but the deco and gameplay both get subtracted a point. The deco here is honestly just not good. It's like Purity of Time, except even worse, and the colors are way worse than last time. Final score, 15 out of 30. Value of Infinity is Colorful Dash, except again, and the gameplay is better, so it gets that point back. The deco, sync, and originality remain the same as Colorful Dash, 16 out of 30. Flappy Sky is Flappy Hexagon again, 4 per gameplay, 7 for deco, woohoo, 1 for sync, and 0 for originality, 12 out of 30. Love Swing is fine. It has a couple blind jumps, so 5 for gameplay. Deco's fine, it has some really weird clipping with the deco clipping into some of the structures, and the colors are still bad. 5. Sync doesn't even try. 2. Originality is also a 2. Final score, 14 out of 30. Solid Madness is fine. Gameplay's a 5, it's nothing interesting and pretty boring at times. Deco is basically the style from before that I didn't like, but it definitely is better this time. I'll give it a 5. Would have been 6, but the 2.1 grid background sucks ass, so 5. Sync's a 3, it's fine. Originality is a 2, since it's very clearly inspired off of Sonar. Final score, 15 out of 30. And with that, we can calculate Cloud's final creator score, which is 5.037 out of 10. This is a rare occurrence where a creator's old levels are way better than his new ones. Cloud seems to have almost entirely lost it when 1.9 came, because he really only made 2 1.9 levels I gave above average scores to, while almost every 1.8 level had higher than average scores. This usually happened with old creators going from 1.9 to 2.0 or 2.0 to 2.1, but you rarely ever see it with pre-1.9 creators losing it in 1.9. Eh well, thanks for watching. Goodbye. I'll go back to hibernating now.